Hey everyone, this is Ken, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial, guys, on a slot machine. Now, what's great about this, guys, you got a full display right in front of you. And of course, like slot machine, guys, you got to hit 4 in a row to win the game. Now, the cool thing here, guys, you got the currency right there on the left. And your prize will pop up on the right, and the lights will go on if you win. Now, of course, there's nothing in the chest or the drop underneath to indicate there's anything in there, so that no one could take the prize money itself. Now, the currency has a really cool security system. If you put something that doesn't belong there, like a piece of wood or something, the system will remain off so that you don't cheat the system or try to trick it. And another thing is you actually lose that item as well. Now, the amount of items you put in here, for example, we're putting 5 iron ingots. That light will go on, and that's as many times as you have to go, play the game. Now, once you press the button, and if you get a straight flush like that, guys, you will win your prize. You see? Look at that. I really wasn't expecting that. That was pretty awesome. I was kind of happy I won that in the first shot. Now, keep in mind, guys, that we just put 5, so we got 4 more to go. So that's 2. I didn't get nothing. 3. Damn it, I still didn't get nothing. 4. Let's see the last one. Hopefully I won something. Oh, perfect. That couldn't have gone any better. That's what's up. Now, of course, once you're done, guys, the light will go off, and that will tell you that you have no more turns, and the system will turn off. So you can't sneak another one in. Let me get my prize. Fantastic. And the cool thing is, once you take your prize out, the light will turn off. Now, let me show you the redstone behind all this. Now, as you can see, guys, it's really not too complicated. What we're using here is 4 item elevators to just recycle the same items in each section. One, it kind of avoids sorting them out, and it really creates a faster system. And as you can see here, guys, all your stuff is in a great compact way. Now, down here, guys, if you want to cash out, if you're the owner of the system, your chest will be right here, and those iron ingots will stack up. And of course, I'm gonna let you guys figure out how to get that out, because you don't want no one else having access to that. Now, enough talking, guys. Let's jump right into it, and let's begin this tutorial. Now, pause the video, make sure you have this set up before you begin. Now, at this point, guys, you're gonna go right here in the middle. Make sure I put a line right there, and you're gonna go about 4 blocks in. 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th one, you're gonna place a block there, and a block right next to it. Then leave a gap, place another block, and repeat that on the other side. Then you're gonna place a comparator right on top of it, and a block right behind it. Now, guys, what we're creating here, guys, are 4 silent item elevators. Then you're going to place a block right in front of that, like so. And of course, repeat that to each one. Perfect. So you should have this kind of luck. Now at this point, guys, get your redstone torches. You're going to place it right in front of that block. And you're going to place some repeaters right on top of it. And you're going to make sure that each repeater is on 3 ticks. Then you're going to place a block right on top of it, place 2 more just for now, and delete the one in the middle. You're then going to place an observer block facing downwards, you see? Then a block on the side with observer facing down. And you basically want the part that activates or sends out the signal to hit the block going downwards. You see that part right there? That's going to send out the signal. And you're going to place a block right underneath. Then you can delete that and the blocks in between, because you want the part that detects the signal to be on top of it. And that's where you're going to add your rail activators. Now, once you've done that, guys, you're going to place a block right on top of that comparator. And you're going to do that to each one. Then you're going to place a redstone torch on the top and on the side of the block. Perfect. Then you're going to place a block right on top of that. Place a redstone torch there. And right in the front as well. A block right behind it. A redstone torch there. Block right on top. and one more like so. Then you're going to repeat this one more time. So place that torch. You see, you should have this kind of look. It's kind of a item elevator where it kind of has that back and forth pattern, but it kicks in differently. So place a redstone torch there and repeat that one more time. And of course, add your last redstone torch. So you should have this kind of a look, guys. You see? Pause the video. Make sure you have this look. Now you're going to pause the video and repeat this to each one, okay? Now, once you've done that, you should have this kind of look. Fantastic. Then you're going to place some droppers right in front of that block. And you're going to extend it all the way up. Now, once you get parallel to that last redstone torch, as you can see, this last one you're going to place forward. Now, these are droppers, okay, guys? Now, repeat that to each one. See? Now, at this point, guys, you're going to place one hopper going forward right there in the bottom. And you're going to go 1, 2, and 3. Place your block right there. And place one like so, parallel to the hoppers. Then you're going to add a redstone torch right in front of it. And you're going to place a hopper going forward. See? So that redstone torch locks that hopper. Now you're going to place a block right on top. And what we're going to create here, guys, is an item sorter. So place your repeaters on the bottom. Some blocks right in the back, guys. You can do that to each repeater. Now, guys, what this does, guys, is going to create the winning numbers that you want so that the system can know what it is. Now, of course, place your comparators on top and 2 pieces of redstone dust like so, guys. So you should have this kind of look at this point. Now, place one chest in the back like so. And at this point, go in the front and place a hopper going towards the comparator. Don't place it straight down. See? Make sure it looks just like this. See how it's facing forward? And you're going to repeat that to each one. Awesome. Look at that. I love it. Now, at this point, guys, you're going to place another hopper facing forward right on top. Right on top of that chest. Then you're going to place a hopper going towards that other hopper. Now, this all might look confusing, guys, but this is what's going to filter out the winning numbers compared to the other ones that don't work or are not the winning choices. Now you're going to place a redstone torch right here. Because the cool thing here about this is the fact that all these will turn off once you get a full flush. Then place a repeater right there, about 1 block outwards, and you should have that kind of look. Now, at this point, guys, we're going to really start setting it up. Now, it's quite easy, guys. Make sure there's 1 piece of dirt in the last 4 slots, and your chosen item like so. Now, make sure it's just 19 of whatever you want the winning numbers to be. And you're going to repeat that to each slot, guys. Now, it doesn't have to be diamonds. It can be whatever you want as the winning numbers. I call them numbers, but of course they're items. You pretty much get what I mean. I know someone's going to say something in the comments. But long story short, guys, make sure you set that up now because this is the best time to do it. Now, let's get right back over here, guys. I'm going to place a block right there. A redstone dust there. A block right there on the side. And a redstone torch on top of it. A block like so. And another piece of redstone dust. Then you'll place a block right there and 2 droppers facing upwards. And you'll place 1 large chest perfectly. And of course, you could trim that block off because you're not going to need it. Now, at this point, place a block right there on top of that redstone dust. And this is where you're going to put your lamps at. Because the cool thing about comparators, it can actually read an item through a block. See, so it can read anything that's coming from that chest. So you're going to place a block like so. Delete that. Place a redstone torch in that pattern. And of course, you can place your redstone lamps perfectly. And a little bit of redstone dust. And that is as complicated as it gets. Wow, that's perfect. I love it. Now we're going to jump right back into this. Now I want you to place some blocks right there and extend that till you get to the middle of the last one. You see right here? Delete that. Right there in the middle. Now you're going to place a straight line of redstone dust. And we're going to try to jump right in the middle of this here, guys. And you're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you should have a total of 6 blocks. And you're going to place 1 repeater on top of each one on 2 ticks. So you will need a total of 6 repeaters. And they all have to be 2 ticks. Trust me, it's not so much the lag, but it just has to have a bit of a delay in that kind of weird pattern. And right over here, you're going to do the same exact thing. Straight line of blocks and 6 repeaters on 2 ticks. Awesome. Because what that's going to do is going to control both sides at the same time. Now we're going to start decorating the whole front end perfectly. Now you're going to place a block right in front of that repeater. See? Because that's going to lock that side, those two. And we're going to trim this up. So place some blocks right there like so. And place some half slabs right on top of it. That's not going to only elevate the item, but also hide the hoppers. Now you're going to place some blocks right over here and extend that right across. Because of course you don't want to sew those droppers. And trim it off about 2 blocks inwards. Fantastic, guys. This is really coming together. And trust me, you guys are going to have so much fun with this. Now, once you've done that, let's extend this wall right in the back, going upwards to about this point. You don't want to block off that top dropper quite yet. So for now, we're just going to extend those blocks right in the front, just for now. Trust me, it's all going to make sense. And right there in the front, guys, that's where you're going to place your dropper downwards. Okay? Now, the blocks in the back of it, you could delete it, because that was just to help you position that Pacific dropper and place a hopper going forward. Fantastic. Perfect, guys. It's really come together, guys. Now, what I like to do, guys, is add some glowstone, just because you're able to put some redstone dust on top of it, because it really makes a difference and it lights up the area. So let's cover up the sides, guys. Add some walls over here in the side, and we're going to add some walls right in the front. And one more downwards, because you really want to show those droppers. I want to keep everything as discreet as possible. Now we're going to place some glass blocks right here in the middle in a straight line. Now what I love about PC, guys, you can actually have the connecting glass, which really enhances this. But if you don't have it, it's fine. And you're going to cover this whole front end with glass like you see. Alright, you want this to be completely flush and solid so that nothing gets out of place. Make sure you don't put nothing in that spot right there. Now, as you can see, our glass is perfectly placed with no headaches. Now, I apologize with this side here, guys. We just have to do one slight modification and bring it down about 1 block. I kind of misjudged that. So, just bring that about 1 block down. Add some redstone lamps. I'm going to delete this as well. And I'm going to show you 2 ways to activate this, because I noticed one works on the PC and the other one doesn't work on the console. Apologize for the back noise, guys. I'm in New York. It's always like this. So once again, place your comparator there like so it can read the signal from the chest. Redstone torch on top, block on top of it, another redstone torch, and 3 pieces of redstone dust. Now this version right here will work perfectly fine on the PC. Okay, guys? But I'm also going to show you how this works. As you can see, it lights up. How this also works on the console, which is slightly different. Alright, there has to be a slight modification as far as how the redstone hits this little item elevator, as I like to call it, because it's 2 droppers. Now we're going to place some blocks over here and just trim this off for now. Okay, I'm going to show you in a few seconds, not to worry. So place some blocks right over here because you really want to cover everything up. Because you know me, guys, I always like things to not only work right, but also look amazing. Now place some stairs right on top of it and extend that right across. Just for now, with some blocks right on top of it. And you're going to place a few blocks right there. And you pretty much want to cover this up because you really don't want no one to see that. Now we got that going, guys. And I really want to jump back into this and show you how this really works. Now that's where you're going to put your winning prize. So make sure you do that right now that you have the opportunity. Now for that console edition version of activating this part of the system. Now you're going to delete those blocks, and it's quite simple. You're going to place 2 blocks like so, delete that, make sure that block is parallel to the bottom. See? Then you're going to add a block there, with a redstone torch on the side, a block on top, a repeater going forward, and a redstone dust there and there. Because that redstone dust is going to activate the bottom dropper, which hence activate both of them. But for some reason that doesn't work on the PC version. Well, that's the only slight difference you will have to make depending on what version you're playing on. Now we can place some blocks right here on the side in a straight line. And we're going to start working on the other side, the money side. So let's trim this off like so. And create this awesome square. Then you're going to add 1, 2, 3 pieces of redstone lamps about 1 block inwards. Then place 1 dropper downwards. And 2 blocks on the side. That's going to be your input. Then you're going to add some blocks over here. Add a few blocks on the side over here to really trim that off. And you can really see that it's becoming symmetrical and it's really coming alive. Oh, I love it. Look at that. See? And you're going to add some upside down stairs like so. Now we have to create a system where it can read the money and also let you know what belongs here, what doesn't. So add a few blocks right underneath the dropper like so. About a 2x2 pattern here. It's just temporary. Delete the first 2 blocks underneath it. Place 1 going forward and the other one underneath going forward as well. Now place a block there. You're then going to place another block going sideways like so that the hopper can go in that direction. And right over here, guys, you're going to place a dropper right underneath going forward and a hopper going downwards because you want the money to go right into that dropper for now and a chest in front of it. Awesome. See that? Now that's going to be your money chest, guys, whoever owns the system, so make sure you have a way of getting down there that no one else knows. Now place a comparator right there in that bottom hopper and a block in front of it. Then a block underneath and 1 there as well to create this kind of pattern. Then place a block right there parallel to the chest, 1 right underneath with a repeater going forward, and the block right in front of it with a redstone torch. Now, believe it or not, guys, you actually created a sorting system. Had 2 pieces of redstone dust right there, but sideways. It's kind of angled. I know it looks kind of funny, but it works amazingly well. Then on top of it, you're going to add a large chest, because what's going to happen here, if you put any item that doesn't belong in there, it's going to go right in that chest. Now, this is extremely important, guys. Make sure you get 4 pieces of dirt and rename it to anything you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. Bob, you name it, just rename the dirt. Now, right over here with that hopper facing the comparator, you're going to go right into the hopper, place that 4 pieces of dirt in the last 4 slots like so, you see? And you will need 19 of whatever you want the currency to be, and you're going to drop it in there. That's it, guys. Make sure you do that. You're going to place your block there and behind that comparator and create this kind of L shape, well, V shape. And place a comparator going forward, you see? Because you want that to be red. Then you're going to place a redstone torch there. A block on top of it. Some redstone dust right there. And at this point, you're going to place a block right there with a repeater going forward on 1 tick. And another block in front of it. At this point, that's going to read the signal and you want it so that it could go all the way up to the redstone lamp. So place a half slab right there. A block there. Half slab right on the top part of that block going sideways. Another block on top of it going back and forth with this half slab pattern. And another one right there, guys. And if you want to, add one more. And all you need to do, guys, is add one, well, straight row blocks on top. Because, of course, you don't want it to activate the dropper. And stream that redstone dust all the way to the top till you get to the blue. Perfect. And there goes your light indication system to let you know when you have money in there. Now we're going to add a block right there on the side, parallel again. Add another block in front and add 2 more in the back end. Now you're going to extend this forward till you get almost to the middle. Not quite, see? Like 1 more on the side. Then you're going to add a repeater right there. Then you're going to add a block right there in back of the middle of this whole design with a redstone dust on top. Then you're going to add your redstone lamp right on top of it and a button just so you can activate the entire system. Then add a block right there. See, parallel to this. Add a repeater going forward. And make sure, guys, you put a block right in front and that the repeater itself, add a redstone torch like so. And we're going to stream this all the way up. Disregard what I just said about the repeater. Now make a nice little torch tower till you get to the top over here. And place 1 more sideways and a block like there. Right there. Oh my god, I think I've been talking too much. And a straight line of redstone dust just so you can activate the entire system. Because you want all these droppers to shoot off at exactly the same time. Now the cool thing about this, like I said, you want to add some redstone dust right over here to connect to our repeater. Now believe it or not, guys, that redstone torch on the side is actually stopping that little elevator going upwards. Now once you make your straight line like so with some redstone dust right there, you're going to add a few repeaters here to increase the delay and make sure it's on 2 ticks until you connect with that redstone dust. Alright, so we're almost done here, guys. Now at this point in each dropper, you want to place a few items. You want to place the winning items, no matter how many you want. Depending on how you set that up, guys, it depends on the highest chance you're going to get so that a person can win. And some random items. Because once again, it's like a slot machine. You're not going to always get the items you want or the numbers, the perfect number score. And you want to have fun with this, alright? And the great thing is droppers will always randomly shoot whatever item that's in there. Now at this point, guys, just cover up the floor. And you're good to go, guys. Just make sure you decorate it and the design is complete. Also, guys, if you guys are really interested in joining YouTube and joining a partnership that is totally worth it, guys, I will be putting that information in the description. Check it out. You guys are going to love it. And if you have any questions, just email me. I got you. Thanks. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. Remember to please leave a comment and to click that subscribe button if you want to join. Thank you.